True to my word, we stand here on a year to remember my comrade and trusted soldier, Elpinor, and to give him a proper transition to the underworld. Though not extremely intelligent, and in fact, quite a drunk, we must remember him for his sacrifices during the Trojan War.
Odysseus buries Elpinor. Circe appears that night, addressing the obstacles of Odysseus' journey.
Odysseus, I sense a long journey home for you and your soldiers, but you have two routes to take. The first one contains rovers, moving rocks that are impossible for any ship to get through. The second route holds two dangers: Scylla, a sea monster with 6 heads that eats men, and Charybdis, a whirlpool that sucks in and vomits out the sea 3 times a day.
No man has ever made it past the rovers. I'm afraid my fate would be death if I were to attempt to sail through them. I believe the only way is through Scylla and Charybdis.
Then I must have a few words for you. Beware of the seducing sirens. Their beautiful songs and voices will kill you if you are not careful. You will encounter Scylla, a 6-headed monster that is thirsty for blood, and finally the mighty Charybdis, an enormous whirlpool that has the power to destroy your boat, your men, and your hope. You must not try to fight through these monsters. Simply sail through as fast as my winds will carry you. Beware, Odysseus, a treacherous journey awaits.
Odysseus and his men board their ship and begin to sail with the help of Circe's magical wind.
My men, we will soon approach the sirens. Don't be fooled by their beauty and songs of the future. I beg you, please bind me to the mast, for I cannot resist their seductions.
The crew tie Odysseus to the mast, and they begin to hear the siren songs. Odysseus fills his men's ears with beeswax.
Oh, what beauty, what brilliance, what elegance, my men! Please untie me, I beg of you. Please, please, faithful men, set me free. Their songs promise me of the future. I must visit them.
Don't be fooled, don't be tricked, they are bloodthirsty, Odysseus.
The men tie Odysseus tighter, and they pass the sirens.
Trusted comrades, thank you. I was intoxicated, fooled. I am truly grateful of your faithfulness.
Once they pass the Sirens' Island, Odysseus and his men must navigate the straits between Scylla and Charybdis.
Men, look out! We soon approach the 6-headed monster. She will not hesitate to chew you into bits. Grab your swords and bows. We must fight our way through.
The enormous Scylla bursts out of the ocean. The men try to fight her, but she eats 1 soldier for every head.
Help! Odysseus! Oh my gods!
Run! Save yourselves!
Odysseus remembers the words of Circe, which was to sail as quickly as possible and to avoid fighting. He sails with the last of his crew and quickly maneuvers past Charybdis. They pass through Nyxia, land of Helios's cattle.
We must keep sailing, my men. The island entices us with food, but will only cause danger.
Duh! Odysseus, we beg of you! We must rest and recover from our losses. We cannot and will not go without rest.
Okay, we can rest for a few nights. I suppose our journey has been difficult enough, but do not be tempted by the delicious cattle. Eat only the food that we carry.
The crew sails to the island of the sun. They rest for a night and are ready to head out the next day. But a storm keeps them beached for a month. At first the crew are content to survive with the food from the ship, but when it runs out, the cattle tempts Eurylochus and the rest of the crew.
Our fate has brought us nothing but problems on our journey, but all we can do now is rest. Rest, my soldiers. Dream of our homes in Ithaca.
Odysseus goes to sleep.
Look, men, look at all the cattle that inhabit this beautiful island. We have no food. What other option do we have than to disobey stubborn Odysseus and slaughter the cattle? It's our only hope to survive. Duh!
Eurylochus and the rest of the crew slaughter some cattle while Odysseus sleeps.
In the skies, the sun god and Zeus discuss the crew's disobeyment. The sun says, "How dare they? They have not only disobeyed their leader, but they have disobeyed me. Zeus, you must punish them with their injustices." "I will spite them. Sun, a storm will soon approach them and destroy them." You guys should pull them down like you're talking. "Eurylochus, How could you? You have not only disrespected my authority, but you have disrespected the god of this island. I predict our journey home will be much harder than we could have ever imagined.
The crew leaves and Zeus picks up another storm, which destroys the ship and sends the entire crew to its death beneath the waves. Only Odysseus survives the might of the storm.
The storm has pushed me all the way back to Charybdis. How am I going to get past the mighty whirlpool all alone?
Odysseus narrowly escapes the whirlpool for a second time.
What? Where am I? Are all my crew dead?
Afloat of the broken timbers of the ship, he eventually reaches Ogygia, Calypso's island.